the hell is picking up sound? I'm talking and there's no words coming out. Okay. I see it now. We're fine. Forgot I muted. Yeah. Hi, Shin. um, I was just kind of complaining about how like the light is reflecting right into my face. Doesn't bother me. It's just gonna look a little crazy on stream. But I am working on a painting of a kingfisher, and that is my reference. So I'm just gonna follow the reference, and we're gonna hang out for a little while. I got my Tea. And hello and welcome back. Welcome back. So my reference is actually on the same monitor as the stream as OBS. So this is gonna be fun trying to, see my lines. Let's go like right here with it, I think. There's a lot of really pretty shadows in this that I really like. How's the music? Turn it up just a little bit. It's loud? Okay. That's what I wanted to know. Just a second. We shall turn that down. How's that? Is that better or more? Turn it down more. My voice is okay. So the music's just really loud. Am I louder now? Do I need to and high links? Do I need to is that good? Voice is better? Is the music still loud? Because I can turn the music down some more. Like it's quiet for me because it picks up my mic, but I have it turned up more for you so that you don't hear all the background noise because it gets loud. And I lost my reference. Is that good, or you want me to turn the music down a little bit more? No, it's like a filtering background now. Maybe bump one. Okay. The music? All right, we're gonna go up just a little bit. How's that? Yeah? All right, cool. We got it. We're doing streamer things, man. I think now you can hear the music. Okay. I can move my mic. Like my mic is right here. You can actually see it. But yeah. Hello. How's it going? Yeah. My mic. We'll see how this goes. I'm not awesome at things floral. So we're gonna do a little bit of a challenge today. You know what I mean? Let me get in here today. I'm not on one of those yeah, the old college try. I have a kneeling chair, and I know some people are like, ah, kneeling chair. Yeah, I like it, like the backless kneeling chair. It's awesome for this kind of work. I really like it. It took a while though to get used to it. But I can't sit in a normal chair. Either I paint in my bed or I have to sit in this to do any artwork. I use it at my easel too. My easel. I'm gonna figure that out for Friday. How to set up my light to stream an oil painting. Either, like, I think I want to do it over there because I want to work on a larger painting. I want to start getting larger paintings going. All right, now I gotta try to put this little kingfisher in here, which he's actually more like here. They're so small. He's like right on the curve. Yeah, I want to put the molding paste on the big canvas back there. I'm going to put a head, and I'm just going to sketch his little body out right here. The little kingfisher. They're so cute. What are you gonna put on your what are you gonna put on your big canvas? Got some ideas? What it That's a good way to go about it though, for real. Sometimes it's just kind of restrictive to go in with any kind of plan. I think something like a commission needs a plan, but if you're just working intuitively, then like I tend to have like a general idea of like what I want to paint, but I won't know like exactly how I want to go about it. So then we just mix some colors and throw some shit on there. You're just playing around with your own ideas. I like that though. Some fun, interesting art comes out of the madness. Sometimes you do a sketch first, but we'll see. I have to sketch everything out because my sketch game was suffering. So he's a little bit off of the his beak comes down to like so I'm just a little bit off. I'm not gonna stretch his beak just to reach the perfect proportion of the reference because that's stupid. So I'm just gonna make it a little short. Keck. Yeah, I sketch is going okay, if sketch is going for something less abstract. I see. You sketch. I sketch. If I'm sorry, look, I can't. We're struggling to read today. If I sketch, wait, sketch is going. Let me tell you what I've been reading today. So, like, I sketch, you sketch, we all sketch. I like how you spelled it wrong, like twice. I'm sorry. I laugh because I read that just fine. It looked normal to me. It looked like sketch to me. They are new. No, Shin, this is Lynx. Lynx Shin. Shin's my buddy from Final Fantasy 14 that I've known. Dude, you know how bad my ability to read. I can't read it unless you make like epic typos. If you spell anything right, I'm lost. It's awful. I'm about this close to paying for Grammarly. That close. I have to paste. I'm just gonna put this little eye, mark it so I know where his eye goes. And then put these little claws in here. Little feetsies. That I can like barely see. Yeah, there are two claws there. Looks like there's three, like they're just kind of really stuck to each other. Well, that's what I'm gonna do then. Like my reference is so tiny. kind of funny. Anyway. I love all these colors and the wings are so pretty. All right. Usually I usually have to look up a specific bird feed for the zoom. I do that too. I had to do that when I painted my commission. I had to look up the feet because I couldn't really see what the feet looked like from the angle that I was drawing. Although I don't know what's going on here. All right. I think this looks fine. I don't need to like put a bunch of details in this right this second. So I'm going to use my Le Mott brush. And we're going to get to painting. Actually, I should be smart and use some masking fluid, but I'm not smart and I don't really have time to mess with masking fluid because it's going to take forever to dry. And it's like, again, food for thought, things to do before I boot stream. So ideally, just go hard. I should have already had this sketched out before I started stream, and then we would just jump into the painting. But I think it's important to show all the steps. You know what I mean? So I'm going to use this palette, which is my mixed palette of all of my crazy colors. I don't know how much of that you can see because my reference is blocking everything. So these are all of my super granulated colors. And then these are a mix of just colors that I really liked. So don't expect that to make sense. I'm not great at, you know, putting colors together in any kind of harmony, if you know what I mean. Like, you know how some people have it all, you know, yellow into orange and red and everything's color coordinated. Nah, I don't do that. What's your favorite silver paint? My favorite silver paint? Like watercolor or like oil? Because if it's watercolor, then... Oh, oil? Shoot. I'm gonna say... Is it M... Is it M. Graham? Not M. Graham, sorry. Michael Harding? Is it Michael Harding? It's either Michael Harding or it's Williamsburg. Yeah. We'll have to look into that. I've only tried one brand. Oh, I don't mind. I've only tried one brand of like silver, and look at my eraser marks. They're all over this paper. Get out of there. I bet I didn't bring my salt in here. Oh, I left it. Darn. Terrible artist. What's wrong with you? I've been mixing my silvers, but I want a nice base. Silver to work with when I'm lazy. Uh, I don't know. I haven't, well, that's unfortunate. It's a watercolor nightmare right there. When you splatter and it goes not where you want it to go. I need to paint more with I need to try different silvers and so forth. It's a lot easier to be able to go get your stuff when not streaming, to be fair. True. I would have got up and gone to get it. I almost brought my stupid cart in here. I thought, well, you should have your cart in case you need your gouache for some reason, because you never know. And then, yeah, I didn't sit down. I didn't do any of that. I DM'd you after I hit go live. I thought, I'm like terrible. Oh, by the way, I'm starting stream like 2 hours early today. I leave all my supplies. Yeah, so do I. It's a really terrible habit. I wish we could fix it, but we can't. It's just the way it is. Unfortunately, I'm just not a very organized artist. If I were, you know, we'd have a different conversation. But it is what it is. I do the best with that I can with my organizational skills. I bought a cart. I have 2 carts. Okay. So one cart is for all. Isn't it fun? It's so, I don't know, it's interesting. I like watching people of all the paint videos that I gravitate towards. Watercolor's my favorite. Now don't get me wrong, like I love oil and I love what oil can do, but oil is boring to watch. I'm sorry. Unless you're doing some like crazy stuff with oil that keeps me like intrigued. If you're just layering a bunch of shit on there, sorry. And it gets kind of boring. But do you? Uh, where is that one? Here it is. This is it. Yeah, okay. All right, I want this color right here. This is why I wish I had my salt. I might have to go get it. Because, like, there's something really cool that salt does over top of this. Or I could just let this happen and not mess with it. Because this effect by its, I mean, this is pretty much what salt does, is it gives this granulated effect. But it does tend to pool, like, the darker colors, which I think is super cool. I think it looks cool, but if it's gonna, nah, it's not gonna bother me. I mean, I'm gonna think about it though. Like, this would look so cool, so much cooler if I had my salt. By the end of this, I might end up just throwing Brusho over top of it anyway, so if I don't like it, then it's getting Brushoed. In case you don't know what Brusho is, it's like a powdered pigment that I throw on stuff if I'm not happy with the way it looks. And then it becomes abstract. It's like glitter. It's like glitter exploded. So what I'm doing is I'm spattering with water because the water droplets make the paint kind of disperse, and it only really works as the paint is, it still has to be wet, but if it's too wet, it's not going to move. It has to be like semi-dry. And I'm going to let this pooling happen because when that dries, it's going to be really great. So now I'm going to swap brushes so I can work on this. I want to work on this flower, but I'm afraid that actually, you know what? I'm going to let it happen because sometimes that's cool. A neck. Okay. So I do have, let's see if I can make this. It's not really that red. What's this? What color are you? That might work. I'm going to use this manganese violet. And mix it with whatever this red is that I have on here. I have like, maybe it's volcano red. So it's not going to be, let's see if I can mix some of this and try to make something close to this color. I'm going to work on the bulb first. And like, I'm fine if it bleeds a little bit. Because sometimes a little like paint bleed looks really good. You know what I'm saying, dude? This tea is so good. If I run out, it's like, it's the worst thing ever. Like, everybody suffers. I need this. I'm gonna add some more violet. I really need a pink. I have a pink. I should stop being lazy and just go into this palette and get the damn pink out. I'm gonna do it. Come here, you. Yeah. I just needed this pink right here. Like the world's laziest artist. Too lazy to even go in here and get the pink out. Just want to do a wash because that's more forgiving. If you go in too dark with watercolor, like, there's no coming back. You've hit the point of no return and it's over. And I'd rather throw down light layers and then kind of add if it's not dark enough. Also, let it be known that I don't know what kind of flower this is. Sorry, I should probably learn these things one day. I'm not a florist. I do plan to study flowers, though. I have an entire botany book. It's so embarrassing, though, to be that artist that paints pretty things and paints flowers and paints birds because they think the bird is pretty, but then they can't tell you, like, what the bird is or what the flower is. And it's like, I don't know, I just thought it was pretty. Then you're sitting there looking like. Part of me really wants to put orange in it just because I like the color orange. But I need to learn to not do that. I mean, just drop an image. Into, you're right. You're not. Yeah, you're right. I should do that. But I won't do it because I'm lazy. Paint what you like. I agree with that. Like, I'm not saying, like, don't paint that because you don't know what it is. It should give you, like, like, you should want to know more about what you're painting, though. You know, like, if I find a bird that I really like and I want to paint it and I don't know what it is, and I'll look it up just because I'll want to know, like, what is this bird actually? Or what is this flower? Or gonna lift some of this. And I'm gonna mix some of this violet here now because this is very dark. Can we have our tablets? I hear my son. No. Good to know, but more important to enjoy first. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I agree with that. Because I did. Like I saw something I wanted to paint and I painted it. Asked questions later. Let's see, how can I deepen that just a little bit? I need whatever this color is right here. There we go. I'm just gonna let that kind of do whatever it wants right there in this moment because I don't want to mess with it too much. It's looking like it wants to like throw a fit if I try to control that too much. So I'm not gonna do that. That's the thing about watercolor. There's only so much you can do before it throws a tantrum. Oh, it's starting to pop now. It's weird, like I can't see it because I'm working on it, so to me it's like it's in its ugly phase. Ah. It's coming together. Oh, okay. Thanks, guys. Glad you guys see something that I don't. We might have better view. Yeah, that could be. Because you guys can see it top down, and I'm looking at it from this strange side angle. And since I can't see like what you're seeing because I have my image blocking, what I wanted to do was print out the image and then have the image right here. So then I could see what it looked like on the stream. Is it? Yes, that's what I wanted. I had such a hard time with lighting that I didn't want to do paint streams because my lighting was inconsistent. And it really bothered me that it was so bad. So I got this lamp. And it's awesome. I'm gonna kind of let that just chill. I can see the water flowing nice when you paint. Plus, yes, I'm so happy. Okay, so you can actually see like what I'm doing and the colors. Because that was a huge issue. That was such a huge issue for me. Like I was getting so depressed about it because I wanted to, this was really all I ever wanted to do was to, you know, paint on stream and talk to other artists, and but I could never get it to work. And I was always upset because you couldn't see what I was doing, or the lighting was bad, or the camera was bad. And I'm using my cell phone because that's the best camera that I have. But all of my other cameras that I used were like, oh, this is not working. This is making me angry. And like Shen was always like, oh, it's okay, Anthys. Just paint. We'll see what you're doing. And I'm like, no! I can't see what I'm doing. I can't do it, Shen. And I got this phone and I thought, this will work. I saw the video quality on this phone and I thought, I can use this. So I paid for the Elgato stream cam, or what's it called, the cam link or whatever, so that I could hook this up into my computer and stream. And here we are, needing more pink. Give me that. I need a wash. High tech, yeah. Ugh. I almost spent $700 on like a Sony I wanted a camera that I could just leave here and turn on when I'll still get that one day. Like I'll still get one day because I would rather use my phone for references and be able to flip through things than to to use it for what I'm using it for. But, this is what I'm going to use it for now because this is what I have and I'm going to make do with what I have. But eventually I will get a camera that I can just sit here that'll just stay. And then when I can just sit down and stream, I don't have to like, you know, mess around too much with it. And this lamp will still be great. I've got like a little magnetic thing that'll... I got a TI-83 Canon camera, but I haven't hooked it up to my PC. Shit, this does not surprise me about you at all. You are like the worst. Like, you'll buy stuff and it'll just sit. Okay, I'm gonna let those layers dry before I throw any more layers on them to give them the depth that they need. So for now, I'm gonna go and work on the stem and the birdie. I'm gonna lift some of this because this is not that dark. All right, so for the stem, that's too freaking green, maybe? How about this? Oh my god, I love this color. I really like this color. I mixed, I'm just gonna put it on here and we're gonna like decide if we like the way this looks, if it flows with the other colors or if it's just too vibrant. Sometimes I see a color and I just like it and like I don't care if it doesn't work. Because I'm gonna use it anyway. It is a nice color. I'm gonna throw some more colors on top of it. Like this one. This stem has some neat colors in it, so gonna let the paint do its little paint thing here where it just kind of goes wherever it wants regardless of your design, like your wants. Like I don't know, just goes where it wants because it's watercolor. Where'd that color go? I'm gonna add some of this. Oh! It's so good, dude. I love this color so much. I don't know, I like color anyway. Like I get really excited about color, especially if it pops a really nice contrast. It's exciting. Where'd they go? Is that it? No. I just got excited. It's a nice contrast. All right, let me get this other brush here. I need to lift. I really like this brush a lot. I wouldn't even know about this brush except I was watching this like lady that paints florals. And she was like, you know, you need to scrub layers off or glazing or whatever reasons you need to make like some reflective light or whatever. Like this eradicator. Nasty brush. It's really good. It's really good. All right. I'm okay. I don't know what that was, but it's gone. I'm going to dip some of this yellowy color just in this petal here. Just because I think it's really, really pretty. And like color cohesion, right? Like you need some your piece needs to be cohesive, right? Okay. 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 I don't know. All right, we're gonna leave that. It does. Yeah, I love it. I don't even know what color this is. Probably yellow oxide. I know those like red iron oxide and those because this is not quinacridone gold. So it's either it's got to be like yellow oxide, yellow iron oxide. Okay. So, well, hello Anna. Thank you. Welcome in. Hello, how are you? Um, I'm thinking that I don't have well, I might. This looks like a burnt sienna. It's good enough. You just saw the burnt. I just now got to where I could work on it. I've been kind of piddling with that flower. So I'm gonna just, it's shy. We're bringing it in. Is this supposed to be abstract or is there a bird? Is there a bird, that tiny flower, or a flower that huge? It is a tiny kingfisher on a flower. So I put the reference on the upper right hand corner, right there. That's so it's I'm loosely following it because my colors are going to be a little different. Oh, you're fine. Listen, I don't see that stuff either. Yeah, that's a real photo. So that's somebody's real photo off of there's a free app on the Apple Store. And for some reason I can't remember the name of it, but you can get tons and tons and tons and tons of free references for art to sell. So you can find birds, you can find oh, they're super tiny. I didn't know either until I started studying them. And then I was like, why are these birds so small? They're so fast, like you never see them. When you see them, they're flying away. Except for these lucky photographers that seem to catch them. Yeah, almost like a hummingbird. Exactly. I'm gonna let that kind of flow like that. I like that. And hello, where did my color go? Oh, here it is. kind of just want the water to carry the paint on the chest. So I'm going to be a little careful with that because I don't want to lose the white of the paper. And I don't want to manipulate it too much because then I'll just lose it. So we're going to stay there. Well, I'm going to stay there. Have you tried painting the Harpy Eagle yet? I have not. If you have some, I can probably, well, if you have some references, I'd be interested, but I have to look it up. Oh, shoot. I like painting interesting birds. Like the more interesting. I tried to, okay, so I worked on this the other day. I tried to paint this. It's like semi-abstract, I guess. So you can kind of see the texture. This was an experiment. So, you know, I wasn't trying to be like a perfectionist with it or anything because this is oil paper. And you can see how some of the modeling or the molding paste was kind of pulling away from the tape when I pulled the tape off. But I tried to put like, yeah. So I like, there's a lot of things that I like. I like this, but I didn't like this with this. So either I should have just done the whole thing in this or done the whole thing in this. But this is why we experiment, because you don't know if you like something if you don't allow yourself to try and fail. So I learned a lot out of this. Yeah, I gotta test things. So I did not like taping this off because I wanted to make panels so that it looked like they were, you know, it was just like me experimenting, playing with like the idea of breaking up the painting. But I didn't. What I did was I put this like purple wash down first, and then I tried to correct it with white when I shouldn't have ever put the wash down to begin with. I should have just started with white and just left it white. Well, thank you. So I did learn some things about this one. I got some things right. I got some things wrong. A lot of it was I used the wrong brush, but like I do like molding paste a lot. I like the texture of this. I liked that this felt like stucco. And I really like the pose of the bird. So there's things about this one I actually really like. This one I did yesterday on stream, but the VOD didn't save, so I painted that live as well. And I was so excited for the whole process from beginning to end was recorded, and then I didn't save the VOD. I didn't know that I had to go into Twitch and say, please save my previous broadcast so that people can see what I'm actually streaming and what I'm streaming about. Thank you. Thank you, Lynx. And it didn't save, so that's why it's titled the way it is like part super pretty. Well, thank you. I've got like other, you know, if you guys wanted to see some of the other stuff I've worked on, I've got some stuff sitting here too. Some of the prints that sorry, you probably can't hear me. I'm leaned way over. On others, VODs appear afterwards. Yeah. So mine, I never streamed, but maybe this is a setting you can check. It is. So I did. I went back in my settings and I checked it so that now my VODs will be there for a week. Thanks, Twitch. You're so generous. For affiliates, the videos are there for 30 days. And then for partners, your videos are there for like 6 months or something. You know what? I'm actually okay with that bleeding into there. Well, that doesn't want to cooperate at all. Just gonna throw down some of these layers here. You can highlight a VOD and clip it and it won't delete unless you yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. So your highlighted videos don't disappear. Nice. Good to know. Okay, very tangent question. Since you paint, do you also know the required skill of putting your hair in a bun using a paintbrush pencils? Well, of course I do. Of course I do. I think we were talking about that the other day. That's what these are for. That's what these long paintbrushes are for that you buy that you don't do anything with. You just wrap your hair up in that. See if I can do it right. Twisty, twisty. There we go. There we go. At least that's how I do it. Twist my hair. I don't know if you can see it. It's there. But the paintbrush vibe is a whole other thing. It really is. 2 brushes for the aesthetic. You're right. I do have 2 really long brushes. They're like from the same. Which like this way? Can you see it? Where's this piece of hair at that's sticking out? Maybe one horizontal so it's more visible. Let's see, which one is the one that's just kind of chilling? This one? Could do that. How's that? Can you see it? It's so thin. Well, you can kind of see it. I'm down with that. For a real artist look. Paint brushes in the hair. Paint all over yourself. Looking sleep deprived. It's a real thing. Let's see here. Shin. Paintbrush aesthetic. My first clip. Thanks, Shin. Let's see if I can not put this in the white. And then the whole thing is ruined! The day I get to where I can have emotes, if I get there, I'm gonna make like a ruined emote. So if I paint something and it turns out bad, you can just everybody post ruined in the chat. I want to make an emote that has like the brusho so that if it is ruined, we can just put brusho on it. Brusho is awesome, by the way. If you've never used it, you should give that a try. That's fun. Okay, that doesn't want to move at all. Cool. Only happy accidents. That too. Okay, so I can't go in with the dark blue that I want to use until this dries. So we're going to move back to the flower. So I can go in here with these darker shadows now to kind of create lay depth. Depth was something that took me a really long time to kind of understand. Because I would work on something and sit there and like I don't understand why this is not looking like anything. What's going on with this? Why does it look so flat? And like really getting angry about it. And then I picked my friend's brain that went to art college, and she had to explain it to me, you know, several different ways until it made sense. But we got it. Some things take a while to click. True. And that was one of the things for me that took a while. It was a very frustrating process. But we got it. And it was like an aha moment when it kind of clicked in my head like, oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Dang, all this time. I just didn't see it, and now I see it, and now you can't unsee it. All right. The fun part. Like when I understood color theory, whoo, my brain. That took so long to understand. I was like, I don't get it though. Mixing what and what gives you gray why? And like understanding that when you're working on a painting and you want to create shadows, you want to use the complementary color to mix it with to get the shadow, or you can use black. It really depends on the painting, like the color palette of the painting. But dang, that was shocking and eye-opening to figure out. Lots of nights of I don't understand why I can't. There are just so many different ways to do things. You just got to find what works for you. Well, I was having like for me, I like color and I wanted to use like every color in the painting, but that was not working for me and my paintings ended up looking muddy. And then I had to understand why they were coming out looking so muddy. Well, some of that reason was because I was mixing the wrong like colors together. And that was not working. It's great to like color. It's not so great when you're trying to mix all those colors together and it's not coming out and you're sitting there like crying. Well, yeah. want to add what is ever this dark violet is. It's mixed in with this green, I think. I'm mixing these together because that's got to be what this is right here. Okay. Want this to do what it's supposed to do here. I need to blend this out. Blendy, blendy, blend, blendy, bend. Push the paint around. This is one of those like, trust the process. And not wanting to. Because it feels weird. Okay. We're gonna leave that alone for a minute and then work on this. Mm. All right. Add some more of this pink in here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. No, no fear. Just do it. Just do it. I'd really like to get my hands on all these volcano shades because dang. They're really nice. Splatter. Okay. Now I'm gonna take this brush here and try to lift some of this off of here without lifting the paper. patience, man. Gotta have patience with this stuff. All right. Let me work on this pedal here now. I used to be able to play the song on guitar. That was so long ago, it feels like. Another life. Okay, and then this. Kind of need this here. Okay, I'll leave that alone. And then add some of these details to this. I'm gonna add some more of this right here. This is kind of dark. Where's the grain that I used in the first place? I think it's this one. And then let that do its thing. And then move back onto the birdie. All right. So I'm gonna get the scary blue out and then mix it with whatever this green is. No, it's the wrong. There we go. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then I need to come down here. We're just gonna put a wash on here just for now. It's just safer that way. I'm gonna splatter the heck out of this when I'm done. It's gonna get splattered. Just wait. Oh, the splattering will be great. Splat. The song. It's like when I feel like this is turning out terribly, I always hear like the song in my head when if I mess up on a painting, it's like no. What is this? I smeared paint. See if I can lift it. Oh no, it's on there. No. Oh please. Well, I know. Tired. Terrible. What's wrong with you? I fling paint way more all over the place. You're doing great. Well, sometimes I flick a lot of paint, but yeah, no, not today. I feel like you'd be one of those artists that have like if you had a studio, like you'd have like just layers of paint all over the floor, like thick layers of paint and craziness everywhere. Like, dang. She's getting it. Pretty much. I like that though. Clay everywhere too. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's a reason I got a tarp on the floor. Oh, that's so smart. I want to put something down on my floor in here, but it's really just for comfort, just because it would be nice if I had like a rug in here. And for no other reason than like just under this part of my desk. Definitely not over there where I oil paint. That would be a waste. This is the crazy ugly face. What color is this? Hello, what color are you? Can I use you? Plastic covering most of the walls, not just to keep in heat, but to keep me from destroying them with paint. You were just thinking what, Shin? Where I paint is like Dexter's kill room. Damn. The tarp and covering the walls. Yeah, you'd have to. The way you paint. Wee. I bet it's fun though. I'm so reserved. Sometimes I wish I was more carefree, I guess. No, that's not gonna work. What color is this? Oh, that'll work. You wish you had my control? Oh, jeez. I wish I had your non-control. What color is this? Let's see what the, yeah, I like this. This will work. Just to not like worry about it and just to kind of like just go in. It would be really nice. Like, I'm not a perfectionist. I don't have patience to be a perfectionist. It's if it's bad, I just paint over it or use it as see, that's I just use mine as a learning lesson because like you can't paint over watercolor. That's done. So you paint something in watercolor and it's a fail. Oh well. These things happen. It's like, oh well, fuck it. Again. We're just gonna start again. All right, I'm gonna try to get in here and do the eye, even though I can barely see it in the reference. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now because I feel like anything else I do to it, it's gonna ruined. Patience. What's that? It's almost time to get out the gouache. It's gonna happen. Okay. I'm gonna use the same blue. To add some shadows. This is such a nice, versatile blue. I actually like this blue better than like ultramarine. Like, I think ultramarine is great. It's the broke man's lapis lazuli. But I like using this it's called anthraquinone blue. I really like that. You have way too many blues. What's your favorite blue? Ah, come on now, everybody has a favorite. What's your go-to blue? It's like if the world's ending if you can't find it. In oil for sure, it's gonna be ultramarine because that's the blue that's like like a must have, a staple. I like to blend at least 4 to 5. Oh, wow. Dang, really? I work with like two, like one or two blues. I probably have like a ton of like watercolor blues. I'm really ashamed of my oil or my watercolor collection, but I don't care. I want to have like all the colors. Give me all the colors. Bite me. Okay. There's no such thing as having too many though. Like too many. Eh. Just enough. That's what I tell myself. You have just the right amount. Okay. There is a color here that I need. Like in this. Okay, because it just wasn't popping enough for me, and now it is. Give me more pop. And then I need this really dark. Oh yes, pop. Pop, pop, pop. And then I think that's fine. This I need to lift somehow. So I don't think I have a smaller one. I thought I might have had a smaller. Oh, I do. Okay, let's see if this one will work. I need to lift. This paint off of this area right here. This is not working right. I need to work like this one. Okay. Now, a little brush clanking ASMR. And all of this is supposed to be white. And I went a little cuckoo over here. But that's alrighty. Because I can just throw some gouache on it. I don't like relying too heavily on gouache and watercolor because it's kind of cheating. You're supposed to leave the whites of the paper white, dum-dum. Okay. But I'm gonna have to use white on the bird anyway, so whatever. I'm trying to see this reference, that's why I keep ducking. Should move it up higher, actually. Holy cow. Oh wow, that actually does look really good on stream. What? Why does it look so weird in person? On cam, it looks great. I gotta stop stressing out. Holy cow. I'm telling you, this is this is what I'm saying, like this is this is very humbling, right? This is very humbling because here's the thing. When you work on something and you're seeing it through your own eyes, all you see are the things that you could have done better or the things you wish you would have done. Okay? And it may not be your favorite, but when somebody else looks at it, they see it so different. That's why you can't judge your own work. You cannot judge your own work. Because the stuff that I look at, that I'm like, wow, I really like that. I think this is so pretty. Like, this is going to sell. Didn't sell at all. Like, here's an example. I worked so hard on this painting. I was so excited for it. I thought it was so pretty. It took me so long to do. you see all the details in the wings. Like, I really went in on this one, man. I was like, I'm getting this cardinal down. Like, I'm painting this cardinal. I got the shadows in there. The claws look good. I was so proud and happy with this one. I was like, this is gonna sell. I haven't sold a single print of this one. Not one. Not a print. I still own the original. I don't know what it is that people don't like about it. And I took like 10 of those. Well, I took 7. Here's another one. So I painted this one. And I was so stoked because I thought, damn, that is, I'm so proud. It's so good. It's another kingfisher. But I loved the branch. I loved the pose of the bird. I loved all the granulation and the coloring and like the palette that I used for this one. And I thought, man, that's awesome. That's gonna sell. I have not sold a single one of these, but you know which one of these did sell? Was the sister of this one. Because I made them as a pair and the sisters sold out. I took like, I don't know, 10 prints and all of them sold. Here's another one that sold. And I painted this one, actually worked on this one twice. The first one I did was in pastel and that sold. Actually, I gave that one away because I was like, who's gonna want this? It's just a little bird that I painted, who cares? But that one, my sister-in-law wanted, so I just gave it to her. But then people were like, my aunt was like, I'll pay you. Can you paint me that bird? So I painted her this. This is the same bird, but I painted it in oil instead of pastel. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I just had fun painting it. It's all about taste and preference. Art can be hard to judge what someone will fall in love with. True. That's so crazy because like I thought this was just really cute. It was really loose. I had a lot of fun painting this in oil, and I packed it up and I shipped it to my aunt, and then I made a bunch of prints of it and took it to the craft fair and sold all of these except for this one. I had 10 of these and I sold all 9 for $25 a print of a 5x7. I thought, what? What? That thing I painted, that thing was 5.7. It was on a 5.7 canvas. Don't judge your own stuff. Just don't. It doesn't do you any good to judge your own stuff, apparently. So I kind of got to stop doing that. Because just because like I painted something and I don't like it doesn't mean as somebody else is gonna, see it and not completely fall in love with it. What does that eye look like? Yeah, okay. No, ask your dad. No. Mm, 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 mm. I think I could play this one on guitar too at one point. Back when I used to play. Now, nope. Ooh, my kids. I can hear them squeaking at each other. Squeak! Oh, darling children. Wilt thou ever get along? I have so many colors, I don't even know all their names anymore. Give me that. Looks like Mars red or something. You see this sneaky little shit right here? Trying to bleed into my background. No, you don't. I saw you. Nice try, though. How dare you? You know what? I don't really like that. I'm gonna lift it. I don't like it. I think I need like a pinky. This'll work. That's given like the vibes that I want. Stubborn bird. You're so stubborn. It's giving me like a nice. I don't know why you're up in the beak area. Can you not go up there? Okay. So I need to clean this up. That's what I'm gonna do now. A little cleany weeny. And then whatever this color is, I guess. Give me this. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, what color was that? How come I wasn't using this color? Maybe I was. I'm gonna leave that alone because I actually like the kind of weird squiggles that's doing, and I don't want to mess with that. Because dang if that doesn't look good. Okay. And then this can be a little darker. That's fine. Because that's, I need that darker actually. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do something stupid. But you can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. Going to add the white. Because I need it. This is gonna, like, okay, here's hoping my hand doesn't shake. Because I need this. It's a gamble. And sometimes it pays to gamble. Sometimes not. Most of the time, no. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to clean up some of this. These lines in here without adding too much white. Actually, I don't like that. I'm gonna lift it. I'm not gonna put any white on the flower. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna lift this too. But you know what I'm gonna do? Should I splatter it? Oh, I don't know. I feel like it would be bad. Like, don't splatter it. Just breathe. Yeah. Well, I'm like debating if I should splatter it. Don't ask me, you know, I'm gonna say splatter it no matter what. I could splatter it a little bit. You know, like just a little bit. Never take my advice. What if I put like little splatters, like, or what, instead of white, like a darker splatter? Maybe I just shouldn't splatter it. How does that look? Like it looked better before? Yeah, I'm gonna look. See how easy that is? I think if I splatter it, I should do it in a darker color. Let's go with this darker color. Let's see how this looks over here. We'll do this over here first. Yay or nay? Because it kind of like, there's no going back now. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna add, yikes! I almost added the wrong color. I don't know, this is not, no, this is not the color, is it? All right, guess what time it is? Time to take off the tape. So we're gonna leave it like this. This is good enough for me. I'm satisfied. I don't need to like I say that and then I'm gonna do like one more thing real quick. Because I noticed that I was missing some shadows over here. And we can't be doing that. Right. Can't be missing shadows. It's ridiculous. What's going on with my music? Okay. I'm gonna stop messing with it. There's just some shadows here that like why aren't these shadows filled in? Like what the heck? Just skip this stuff? Being lazy. Okay, look, we're done. That's it. Okay, stop, stop. Damn it. All right, stop. Okay, we're done. Put brushes down. All right, now I'm gonna take the tape off. It's the best part. There's so much more I could do to this. Yep, time's up. 2 hour mark. But there we go. We painted, or I painted, or you hung out and we hung out, and it was epic. We did it! So that's the second painting that we've done during our paint streams. There's one and there's the other. Look at us go! We're getting paintings done! Cool! Sorry, I didn't mean to like rock the camera. Okay, so I'm gonna call it here. But I may be back tomorrow, I don't know, because this is fun and I'm getting paintings done. So this is exciting. And I love watercolor. If you haven't checked out my Ko-fi, check out my Ko-fi account. That's where I keep you guys up to date. Just got here, but your work looks great. Thanks, Cran. Hello and welcome in. I'm Lily Clark, and I watercolor and oil paint and gouache and pastel. I do a lot of different stuff, but I just started my paint stream, so we're gonna be doing this hopefully 3 to 4 times a week, if not more. So this is a painting that we did today within 2 hours. If you want to join my Ko-fi account, go ahead. That's where I'll do my giveaways. I keep you guys up to date on what we're gonna be doing. Like if I'm gonna do a paint along with me, I'll let you know like what colors I'm using. I'll have the references up for what we're gonna be working on so you can follow along. And if there's any schedule changes, everything will be posted there. You can join my Discord. We do art challenges there as well. There's weekly challenges and monthly challenges. And am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. I think that's it. But I stream, like I said, 3 to 4 nights a week. It's around 6 p.m. Central. So hope to see you guys on the next one. Take it easy. Have a great night. There's like, yay! Good night. Can you hear the music? No. What the heck? There it goes. Okay, well, it's trying to give you some send-off music.